Hello and welcome to our next session of Project Engineering Management. Today we will be talking about work breakdown structure. I am your course instructor Mosam Pandya. So basically it is shortly known as WBS for Project Engineering Management terminology, and it is a visual, hierarchical and deliverable deconstruction of a project. Like here the word is very important. Deconstruction means entire project will be worked out in the backward direction for making the visualization of each step. As I said, we will work backward from the final deliverables of a project here, and it will identify the each and every activity needed to be achieved during project work and to reach to the end of a successful project. Making WBS is a very first step, and it is defining all works that is needed to be completed in predefined order and duration. So defining critical tasks, then subtasks, and their interdependency between them will be given by the WBS, work breakdown structure. So it is actually serving as a map through entire complicated project, and one project may include several phases, small subparts, broken down into deliverables, sub-deliverables and work packages. So it gives a very much clarity to you. First of all, let us see the levels, WBS levels. Top level, control accounts, work packages and the activities. Definitely here we will be taking one example of one bicycle manufacturing, a project of bicycle manufacturing, and you will come to know the more clarity of the WBS activity. So here you see the top level. Top level tells you that the project title, so that will be known as a top level. Then control accounts, like say it is talking about the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 for your entire project. And what are the work packages? Say here if you talk about the location, then it is talking about the countries. If you talk about the facilities, equipment and people, then phase 1, under phase 1 the work packages are say process requirement or data requirements, etc. And what are the activities? So activities, say if you talk about the phase 3 location, that it is survey and new design. So entire breakdown structure WBS will be in the 4 parts. Now let us see quickly the types of WBS here. Deliverable based, where you will be able to say at every level what will be the deliverable, what will be the output. And another is the phase based WBS. Say phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Here we have taken the example of say solar plant of 1 megawatt. So project summary task, then subtask, then summary task, milestone task. So this is phase based WBS, where entire project is segregated, or say you can say backward deconstruction of project is done here. So it shows the final deliverables on the top. Say that is solar plant of the 1 megawatt. And then showing the phase of the project, say initiation, planning, execution, and control and closeout. These are the popular, stages or popular terminologies in terms of project management. So another, if you go ahead like verb-oriented WBS, so here we talk about the action. Verb means for English language we say it shows the action. So verb-oriented WBS. Then noun-oriented WBS, where in terms of components, we will be having entire WBS in terms of components. Product breakdown structure is also known as PBS. Then time phase WBS, where the entire project is broken or deconstructed into the phase of the for a long-term project where projects run for the 5-6 years, etc. So three types: verb oriented, noun oriented, and time phase WBS. What are the key components here we see? WBS dictionary, which defines all terminologies which is being used in the documentation and the entire WBS process. Then task number and descriptions. Each task will be given a number to identify them, to recite the sequence. Then task owner. Who will be the task owner? Like who will perform that task? A person or an organization or a department who has to oversee the entire task. So that will become task owner. Then task dependency. Some tasks are dependent on the previous one, or say in terms of say final deliverable. So tasks A say can be started without completing task B, or say task C cannot be started without completing task B. So this is small idea you already have in the CPM part calculation. So this task dependency also very much important here. Then cost of task, then start, finish, and estimated completion of the task. Then task status. These are the key, further key components of the WBS. Here one very much important rule, that WBS 100% rule here. So it shows, say, let us talk about a bicycle example. So WBS level, the title is say bicycle, and next level will divide in the different systems, say frame set, crank, wheel, and what is the proportion? What is the proportion? Say frame set contains the 15% of the efforts, and wheels are 30%, or integration is 35. So it makes 100. Now further, if you frame set, you divide in the sub activities, say frame, handlebar, fork, and seat. That makes total 15 for the frame set. So entire reconstruction of the project at every stage, the total efforts, total contribution should come to 100, not more than that. So here 100% rule, that is including the entire work defined by the project scope and captures deliverable, internal, external, and interim work. And as I said, all activities should add up to 100% to complete the necessary work and to necessary work packages. And as we say, beyond 100% practically we should not go. What are the structure types? WBS structure types, basically they are software operated, and once we insert the activities in certain sequence, there are very good softwares available. The one you can use, that Microsoft Project also, for this type of activity. So here we say the example of bicycle. Here you see the entire frame, set area, then front seat, wheels, and etc. And all components, parts are here shown that we saw in that previous deconstructed project manner. So here you see, like, entire bicycle work is deconstructed WBS for bicycle here, and starting from the frame set to the crank set and wheels and everything is described to the work package, and this way we have to make 100% contribution of the all components, and we can prepare the WBS structure type. So this is the type, say, WBS list. Here we have made the list of the entire all components. The next is WBS spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is like creating one Excel sheet in the MS Office package, and this way we can use, say, level 1, level 2, level 3. Ultimately, it is rearrangement of the 100% rule and WBS list type structure. The next is very easy, very in the visual form, that is tree diagram. So we say talk about mountain type. Here product description is noun. Noun means the component base. We saw earlier that verb, noun, and time phase base. So here it is noun type product description, and entire bicycle or bike is shown in the tree from project deconstruction like WBS for the bicycle. Another is Gantt chart. So this kind of Gantt chart you can find out in the MS Office project, where again the week 1, week 2, here you can see here like W1, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and in every week phase based work is going on, starting from the level, the final outcome, final deliverable to the level 1. Okay, so now advantages, if you to discuss about it, say visual view of the all parts of the project, ongoing view of the entire project progress, then it defines specific and measurable outcomes, then it actually breaks the entire work in a manageable portion, then provides a way to make successful experience repeatable. Like say once you finish one task, and in that case if you finish within time or within a very good experience, then again when you perform next time that task, so that experience will be repeated and that will be actually recorded in WBS. You will come to know, okay, now here we require less amount of effort. Then it allows correct estimation of the cost and risk and time. Then we can ensuring the repetition of work. We can ensure no repetition of work, no overlapping, and no gaps in the responsibility or resources. The minimization of the chance of adding items outside the scope of the work or forgetting the critical deliverables. Finally, the conclusion here we can say that a well-constructed WBS will help you to impart the entire project management, such as cost estimation, resource allocation, and the risk assessment, etc. It helps to avoid the common project issues like say missing deadlines or scope creep or cost overrun, like we are exceeding the budget. So this way the WBS is very helpful to us, and here we finish our session. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you so much.